Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of ABS. How you guys doing?
Hello,
Awesome.
Charlie.
Oh my God, you're giving me.
I know, life.
With you, the land is green.
All right.
Yeah.
Stella, what was that movie? How Stella got her groove back, the hairstyle? Yes, beautiful. How you guys doing, though?
Good.
Awesome.
Charlie, you glow like gold, like
Thank
rose.
you. You know,
From your
rose
designer?
gold.
No, this is actually me,
That's you?
bored, and I just glue some stuff up.
Oh,
You know,
congratulations.
I'm extra. You know, I'm
So
extra.
now you can add designer
I can
to
add
your
design-
label.
Definitely.
Made by Charlie.
Made by
Right.
Charlie. But we're going in today because once again, the blogs are talking.
Yes.
Last week was crazy on the blogs. So we are here, ABS, to just break some stuff down for you guys. And on today's topic, we're talking about a lot of stuff. So let's just go right
Yeah.
into it.
Juicy stuff.
Well, this topic is hilarious. It's the Benz is Bay challenge. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
Benz is
What
Bay.
that?
It's like hilarious, or date night challenge. It is. There was this photo of this Nigerian man.
I saw this photo.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's on a famous bridge. What is this, Lekki?
Yeah, this is the Lekki Bridge, the new Lekki Bridge.
Yes,
He's into cars actually.
I believe it
He
because
sells mainly Benz, only Benz. So what he did was try to pull the stunt
and he loves
in the middle of
his-
the bridge.
Yes,
At night.
and that's what's so funny because this bridge is usually packed and it's like crazy.
That was going to be my next question. I
Yes.
was going to ask you that how did he get a bridge in Nigeria to be this empty? Because when I was in Nigeria, it was nothing but like
No, well, it
loads of
depends
cars.
because this is the new Lekki Bridge.
and it's like middle of the night.
It's the middle of the night.
And
it
so
depends.
there's been a challenge. So if you notice, like the picture is a picture of a Benz, and then he has two wine glasses, one for the
I saw
Benz, one
this.
for
I
him.
thought it was so cool.
He's sitting on a chair and a table, and so people have been doing this challenge, Benz's Bay. And they've been posting photos of their car in a weird location with wine next to it. And he's done this. He did this photo like twice. This car, and there's another car with black Benz.
Yeah.
It's like hilarious.
He's very wealthy though, and
Yeah,
he actually
pretty.
did make a statement. You know, the way people trend these days is amazing. You could just think out of the box and just do something, and before you know it's a trend.
What was the statement?
Like the thing go, "Krrrah." That guy is so popular
What was
now.
his one statement?
So his statement was the owner of Benz and the owner of the streets. And he was trying to tell us that you can chill anywhere with your Benz, even in the middle of the street. And I saw I saw a lot of people doing funny. I saw somebody with Okada.
What's Okada?
Okada is motorbike.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Okada, that's what we call it in Nigeria. So there was somebody, there was one I saw in somewhere like Joe Elegba, a very busy place. Okada, Alomo Bitters. You know Alomo Bitters?
Yeah.
Yes. You guys have that?
Of course.
Ooh, waste of power. It gives you waste of power.
One Alomo equals 3 hours. Find out what that means.
I don't want to know what that means. I think I'll pass.
But I mean, listen. This is just maybe I'm jealous because I don't have a Benz. But
No Benz is Bay for
no
you?
Benz is made for me. But
No, we can
this
still
is
work it
just
out.
so stupid for me. Like,
No.
okay, oh wait, we had
Nah,
a
it's
show.
not.
We had a show where we're talking about whether or not African men are romantic. I think this could be a romantic date. If
With
a
the car?
No, not with the car. You know,
With
they
a girl.
With the girl. This can be romantic.
So-
If he comes pick you up and to this location, nobody else is there. Wouldn't you love it?
Or I think I'll
Then,
get
then,
murdered.
then that's not stupid.
When I saw this picture, I fell in love. I saw it on a blog. Normally, I would just read the blog. I actually went onto the guy's page,
Yeah.
saw his photos. I think this picture is so freaking sexy.
It
The picture's
is.
sexy. It's dope. It's unique. It's not even about the car. It is a nice car, but
Yazzie,
it's just a nice.
Yazzie, we don't. How is it sexy? We don't even know how the guy looks like.
Yeah, but the picture
No,
is
go
sexy.
through-
Maybe it's because I like cars.
Go to his page.
You don't need
But
to
I-
know what he looks like. He's Benz is Bay.
Yeah.
Yazzie just saw Benz and it's like sexy.
No, don't say that. I have a
Yazzie,
Benz
Yazzie.
already.
No, but
so
I'm
it
just.
doesn't-
Well, there's nothing wrong with having two Benz.
Exactly.
Oh,
So,
okay,
wait,
okay.
Yazzie, you have a Benz, so you can do the challenge.
Yeah, I can't.
Uh-uh.
I'll
You
set
said-
New
it
York
up
is
for
too
you.
busy. We cannot clear the roads of this because Yazzie.
But I really like the picture. But then I said
I
to
do like the
myself,
picture.
like, this is the type of guy that I don't know if I would want him to be my boyfriend, only because he's probably so into his car. Like, I probably can't eat in the car. You ever had a boyfriend that you can't do your makeup in his car? He's like, oh, no makeup. Like, you can't brush your hair in his car because they love their cars. Like, that's just what it reminded me of. But I think it's a really, really dope picture.
I like, because you said there was 2 challenges, the date night.
Yeah.
And then is it all the same?
So
or
the date night is more like people are with like ratchet cars. It's more like
then it's not Benz. Then it's not Benz. But when it's Benz's Bay, it's gotta be Benz.
Yes, and it's always a nice shiny car. It's clean with Benz's Bay. So I've been looking at Benz's Bay, but date night challenge is also really funny.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of girls flock to his DM as well.
Oh my gosh!
They're probably like, oh, nice car. They're probably like, oh, he's romantic.
This is a great advertising for him.
Exactly,
just as a
because
person.
he sells cars. So this makes a statement. If you see this, you want to know what's happening. It drives curiosity.
Benz should even contact him, because this is just also, I mean, Benz doesn't need promo. It's an amazing car, but it's free advertisement. Everybody's talking about Benz. I'm sure several people will buy a Benz because of like this whole challenge.
Buy from him.
Of course, they want to buy from him.
I don't know, man. This picture, I keep looking at the picture. It's giving me money ritual vibes.
Mr. Money Ritual.
If I'm walking on this bridge and I
ritual.
see Baba and the car and nobody else, listen, I'm running for the hills.
That's why I told you it's not romantic. If somebody brought me on this bridge at night, I would think they were trying to do money ritual for me.
You say somebody. What if he's your boyfriend, your husband?
Still,
you guys have been together.
Husband,
like, baby,
first date,
let's make a statement.
Even husband
on
still.
the first date, I would understand why you'd be like,
exactly,
on
that's
date.
different. Yeah.
But if
Kill
we're
you to throw you off the
dating,
bridge.
if we're dating, this is amazing. Like, we're sitting on the hood of the car, we're hanging out. Like, I love this picture.
I know, it's
I don't. It's giving me.
It's giving you money ritual.
You can't hear you right. Listen, this is giving me, run for the hills, run for the hills.
But since we're talking about sexy, right?
Yes.
Let me get into the next topic, because this picture is really sexy. And the next person that we're going to talk about, if he was alive, I'm pretty sure he would have sex with one of his many wives on this car. And that's
Who's that?
the famous Fela Kuti, rest in peace, legend, pioneer of Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
Afrobeat is what it is today because
Hold
of
on.
him.
What has he done? He's dead. What has he done now?
No. Okay, I just thought this was really interesting because around this time of the year, there's a 2-week festival basically dedicated. Is it maybe 1 week? Celebration. I think it's 1 week actually, not 2
annual.
weeks. It's annual every year in Nigeria. And this thing is massive. Even the performers that perform for free. I mean, this year they have
Wizkid, everybody comes there. Everybody.
It's amazing.
It's an honor.
They get
should be
sponsors.
there, man.
Yeah, like we should
I
go.
was there
It's so
last
much
year.
fun.
In Lagos.
No, you said it's an honor. You did this. What is that? All right, go ahead.
Charlie, leave me alone, please.
So you know Charlie already now. So if Charlie doesn't bother us,
All right,
who else
go
will?
ahead.
So basically, around this time of the year, his name comes up all year round. But around this time of the year, his name comes up a lot because of the celebration. But there's also one of his homes is also now like a museum.
Yeah.
So if you go to Nigeria, you can actually visit it. You can actually see his clothes that he wore, pictures, his instruments.
That's amazing.
So he's basically trending on social media right now. And one of the things that I saw that I thought was quite interesting was this man had 27 wives. I never knew that.
When you got it, you
Speaking
got it.
about Alomo Bites.
I knew that.
I know,
He
right?
probably needs it.
He probably was drinking a lot of Alomo Biz.
No, we all knew the great late Fela as someone who smoked a lot of weed, drank a lot of alcohol. We have a shrine in Lagos, in Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos State, called Fela Shrine, the famous Fela Shrine. And there, the police, they don't stop us. Like you can go there, you can smoke weed, you could drink alcohol.
How often do you go?
Is that necessary?
I cannot.
I mean, I'm not there. I even miss going to that place. I've gone there just once or twice. I was there for the last celebration and it was fun. Everybody comes on stage. Your best artists in Nigeria, the kind of person you want to see. The Wizkid, the A-list, they all come on stage to perform for free to honor Fela, and the place is packed up.
Yeah.
There's so much fun. So that place, he used to call it Terracotta Republic, his own land. It was such a big land. He had so many wives. Most of them used to move naked, that time. 27 wives.
Are these wives?
Wives?
No,
He married
And
them,
you know what's
actually.
interesting? He actually married them all on the same day.
Whoa!
Yeah. He said that, like, you know, that they were all so special that, you know. And then he
That's
also
a man,
divorced them all on the
That's
same
a
day.
real man.
That doesn't make him a robot. I
The
don't want to hear
first,
that
the
bullshit.
He
first
treats
set
them
of wives.
equally.
The first set of wives
So
that
yes,
he married.
that's a man.
Wait, first set.
The first set of wives that he married 12 of them, and they were all members of his band.
Yeah,
And he
they
married
were
all
his
12
backup
of them.
singers,
I forgot
backup
the date, but it was in
dancers.
February 1978, and he married all 12 of them at once.
Dang.
And yeah, I just think this is so fast.
He's a boss.
Legend.
Listen,
The boss. What do you have to say? Talk.
this is, he's a hoe.
Talk.
He's a hoe.
yeah.
Because if this was a
Wait,
woman,
who's a hoe?
Fela Kuti is a hoe.
Be
He's
ready.
a hoe. No,
Be
because
be
if
ready
you,
for the be ready for the clap.
no, bring it on, because I'm clapping back as well. But
Be
what I'm
ready
saying,
for the
no,
clapbacks.
no, hold on. Because
He's
let's
not the
be
worst.
real. This is all fun and games, but let's be real. If this was a woman, we would have been talking about how ill 27
Well, he's a
husbands,
man.
mileage on the pum 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 pum. No.
He's a man.
What does that mean?
Okay,
27
we're talking about 27 wives. How about somebody we all knew in the Bible who had 700 wives and 300 concubines?
Yeah, but I'm saying, if you're going to call a girl a
How about
hoe,
that?
then he's a hoe as well.
And still
I
was a
mean,
man after God's heart.
listen,
Great
He
wisdom.
married them.
I
It don't
just,
matter. He
Yeah, that
married
makes
them.
it so
I just
good.
think-
That's great.
I just think that.
Well, he was a certified.
But you have to remember that you're coming from
Boss.
a time where most men in Africa, I believe, had more than one wife
Yeah,
back
they
in
did.
those
Yeah,
days.
back in the
So
days.
maybe it's not as ridiculous because I think then most men probably
No, I think
had
27
like
is
three.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but
No.
the average man had like three,
It's
but
not.
he's Fela Kuti, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But what I found very intriguing
Isn't
was
it better that he married them than the new artists that are
money.
having
We all
baby
know
mamas
you number one
everywhere?
saying.
at Shawu.
No,
See,
that's
money.
not- no, that's-
we know you number one
Hey,
at
stop
Shawu,
selling
so
bad record for me. I'm not a shower.
you gonna go with
I'm
this.
not a shower.
No,
You
no,
number
hold on,
one
hold on.
ladies man.
Hold on, but what I'm saying is, yes, you're saying that he took care of these women and great and all of
And
that.
married
but
them.
you guys are putting him like that and saying he's the man, he's the boss, and the
Because
dad
he
and the
married
dad.
them.
See,
I rest my case here, because y'all still don't get where I'm trying to come from.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
trying
not
to-
even touching on that subject yet.
But
When
we-
I saw it, I just found it so intriguing. It also reminded me of people like Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly, Chris Brown, and it just shows that most, in my opinion, most musicians that are extremely talented love women and love sex.
Yo.
Because Fela himself said out of his mouth that what attracted him to all of his wives was sex. He was like, they were sexy, he liked to have sex with them. So it goes to show that most of his inspiration came from
How many kids did
No,
he
no,
have?
but most,
7.
no.
That was what was
He
quite
only
interesting.
had 7?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it says online. I don't know, maybe
No,
he
but
has
speaking
something he
about
doesn't know
inspiration,
about, but
speaking about
it's online, it
inspiration,
says 7.
His
not
inspiration
a lot.
didn't come from women. Modern day music, we talk about women a lot. Fela was not about women. Fela was about
Clearly his music
political satire.
Fela wasn't about women. Fela was about sex, and that's what she was saying.
No, I'm talking
Fela
about his
married
inspiration.
women. Fela would marry 27 women every night, in and out, in and out, in and out. He's gonna set all of them. He's gonna set all of them on fire.
Yeah, married, in and out, but married. But that's the idea. They have to be on fire. They're his wives. He
T-Money.
married them.
T-Money.
Married. It's
T-Money.
different. Trust me.
Clearly.
It's better than the new day artists that are having baby mamas everywhere, touring and having sex everywhere. Fela travels with his
27 is
wives.
a lot. Yeah, I mean, most of them
So
were
it's
part
better.
of his band.
He was a boss.
Most of them were part of
So
his
at least if he's honey in a tour and he's like, come, it's his wife. He's calling his wife.
Which one?
At least he's not. At least,
Exactly.
At least he's not sleeping with groupies at
No.
every stop, right? But
Yeah.
it's still kind of like
Yeah,
ridiculous.
because he married all of them.
Yeah, he married all of them. But look at what he said. This came from like an autobiography that he
Yeah.
wrote or he assisted in writing. And he says, having sex must be a proud and joyful thing. People should be proud to say, last night I had a fantastic fuck. Not a thing to whisper, I'm having sex but I'm sad. Sex is clean, but by bringing human laws into it, it is made dirty. Sex is life-giving. Sex is joy, pleasure, happiness.
Preach,
To
legend.
fuck. That's one of the most important things in life, man. This is what Fela said. Like, I'm reading this.
Listen, Fela,
Not coming from me.
Fela is great for saying that. Fela said that's one of the most important things. I have a friend who says sex is the best thing in life, is the most important thing
Is
in
your friend
life.
you?
No, no.
I have a friend.
You should know already now. Come on now.
Well, he's not the only one. The guy that got married to Katy Perry before that English guy, I forgot his name. He also
Russell something.
Russell something. He also
What did he
claimed
say?
to have sex with over 1,000 women. So yeah, they do that. I'm just saying, if we have negative you know, but when girls do it, it's like, oh, you a hoe. But when the guys do it, it's a boss and whatever the case might be. But shout out to Fela. Oh no, not shout out to Fela. Rest in peace, because he's no more.
Celebration,
oh my God, what am I thinking?
But yeah, it's really
October.
interesting, and I disagree with you that I think a lot of his music had to have been inspired by these women.
Really?
I mean,
Yes.
he may not have written about women, but it must have given him some type of motivation, some type of drive, some type of work
better
ethic.
have.
Well, you can't
and
tell,
also
he's
keep in
dead.
mind that most of them were also involved in the music industry as well.
Yeah.
So
They're all musicians.
Yeah,
He definitely inspired him. They had
Yeah,
to.
of course. Inspiration comes from anything and anywhere, any sound, anybody, any experience. What you did last night. So it's normal. But I'm just saying his musical content, 70% of it centered around political satire.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
it's
focusing on the government, the ills, and everything the government was doing. That was why, you know, definitely we know Fela
All
died.
right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. This is insane. I cannot believe you're about to talk about this lady again. So this story is about Grace Mugabe, the first lady,
Here we go
of
now.
Zimbabwe. So a Zimbabwe journalist has been arrested because he allegedly said that Mugabe was giving away used clothes and used panties to her followers.
What
Allegedly.
followers? She's on IG?
No, like support her supporters. Her supporters. I mean, so the reporter's name. The reporter's name is Kenneth Nyangani, from Newsday paper. Was held in police cell for 18 hours after his arrest on Monday night for alleging that Grace Mugabe was giving out used clothes and used panties to her supporters.
Is that why their hands are on their nose? Very quick.
Oh my gosh!
Smelling or what? I don't get it. Why are their hands on their nose?
But this is what the paper said. The arrest is deliberate tactic to harass and intimidate him and other journalists, in order to deter them from doing their work. So do you think that's where she was coming from?
Oh,
or?
I definitely agree. And you know, she is an original gangster. Like she
is.
is a gangster.
We were talking about it
every single
before.
time in the news. She's a gangster.
Yes.
So I'm
You know
not
why?
surprised.
You know why she wants to train? She wants to be president.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't think she want to trend.
She wants to be president,
I think
though.
she,
She
I
wants to
think
be
that's
president,
exactly
she
who
will
she
be
is.
president because obviously this guy is running the country however he wants to. They do whatever the
husband.
hell they want to
She
do.
wants to be president.
So if she wants to be president, he will hand it over to her when he's ready to
She's
hand it
trying to
over.
play Trump on Zimbabwe now. You know, she wants to trend every day.
I don't think she's trying to play.
This is the same lady that dragged a girl at the
model.
hotel,
Yeah.
the model,
Yes.
because
And wasn't arrested for it.
And wasn't
or
arrested for
anything,
it.
Wasn't ticketed for
and
it.
also this is the same woman we're talking about giving away used panties. Listen, I'm no.
why I keep on laughing
No,
when
because
you say
I'm down for used clothes. That's fine. Like they sell that.
But can I-
Hold on. Let me. They sell that. You know, here we go to thrift stores and all of that. But panties,
Yeah,
that's
used
not
underwear.
cool.
But
That used
listen,
underwear, that's not cool.
if I wouldn't give out my used underwear personally, but we don't know what the situation is. If she's giving it to the less privileged people, if you want to take it, if you can't buy panties and you want to take it, cool.
No, even
that's
here,
your problem.
Even here, it's illegal to donate like bed because there might be like bed bugs in it and stuff like that. Like you cannot give
So
away.
you're not supposed to donate your panties in
No,
America?
listen.
No,
if-
burn them,
No,
burn
no,
them.
no. When
Burn
you're donating
them.
something, when you're donating to the less privileged, come on, you have to think about other aspects about it as well. Just because you don't want it doesn't mean that it's the best situation for somebody else. Used panties, I would say it's a no. You can get like diseases from it. Like no,
It's not hygienic.
especially like.
But why are the people taking it?
They don't know that it's used panties. They didn't know. They
But
think it's
how
from
does
Victoria's
how
Secret
does
or
the
something.
journalist know?
journalist-
How did he find out that they used?
Well, I guess you could tell from the stains. you look it up from the. I don't know how. But this is all alleging. They
But at
alleging
the end of the day, like she arrested a journalist for literally saying that she gave out used panties. Is it that serious?
She's
Is it that
depriving the
serious?
journalist
you
of his
cannot
human
donate.
rights.
Like not everything like you can donate. No.
But I'm saying that
The journalists,
she
they have
wrote
rights. They have
that
rights.
the journalist didn't even write that she was a horrible person. It just said she gave out used clothes and panties,
Yeah.
and then you got arrested for 18 hours.
abuse.
That
That's
goes
one
to
thing.
sh-
Abuse of power.
Yes.
That's
That's what
abuse
I'm
of
saying.
power. But
Gotta be careful what you
that's what
say
she's
about
always
these.
been doing. She's been
She's
abusing
gangster.
power since
Yes.
the 1980s or 1990s.
But you know, I think ever since she dragged the model, she's like, well, my business out there, I don't care. So she's gonna do whatever she wants now.
That is-
Reckless.
that is crazy. It's like, come on. They're abusing their power. They're trying to incite fear into them.
Yeah, for sure.
The
So
same
nobody
thing
writes
that
about
our
them.
president is doing, Donald Trump, trying to freedom of press. at the end of the day, freedom of
Freedom of
press.
expression.
And I feel like Newsday is a big paper. They wouldn't put out anything that is not 100% true. And even if they did, they can take it back. Exactly. Yeah. She just won't abuse her power. Her husband is 93 years old, so she feels like she's the boss. She's calling all the shots.
Yeah.
You know, it's just ridiculous, and it needs to stop.
I mean, she should not be giving away used underwear, number one, but that guy should not be getting arrested for writing that about her in the paper. But I think she's trying to send a message, and the people from Zimbabwe need to pay attention to these messages, and they need to find a way to come together and overthrow this government.
Right.
You know, this is not the type of, like, if you want to overthrow this government, you can't do it like in a loud way, because they might kill the whole country.
Coup d'etat.
They need to figure something out, because it's ridiculous. Like, I should be able to write whatever I want to write. It's especially if I didn't. Especially if he didn't say I know for a fact. Allegedly, it is alleged. So that means that this is what I heard. This is what. Why should I be punished for saying that?
And it's a light thing. It's use clothes, use panties. Okay.
And maybe maybe she even forgot. Maybe she throws all her used stuff she doesn't want somewhere, and she forgot and mixed it in or whatever.
What did she arrest him for?
I guess for writing that. Like you're writing.
I was thinking, is it called defamation of character?
She just arrested him.
Probably, maybe her side of the story is like, you're trying to paint me like this bad person of giving away.
So maybe it's defamation of character.
That's how she's looking at it.
She probably just arrested him under nothing.
Yeah.
No. Defamation of character is a big problem.
But I'm saying that she probably just sent people to his house and they snatched him. He didn't even know what he was arrested for.
Because it's like, okay, don't talk about me like that. Watch what you write about me and my family in the paper in our country. That's just exactly what it is. But to even think that a person of that personality will be able to focus and find out what one journalist is saying in the whole country.
It's crazy.
There's so many things you could do, like what is happening in Rwanda, which is our next story. So, to a much lighter note, please. I'm tired of talking about that woman. I don't want her to punch me because I go to South Africa a lot. She could just see me and say, you talked about me. Boom.
Hey, T-Money, you're rich. Your new jacket. Your tag is even
still on.
Hey, oh my God. No, you didn't just say that.
I'm modeling for the brand, you know, stuff like that.
Hey, looking fabulous. Next time, buy me one now, okay?
No problem. Just name it. That's why you're not wife number...
T-Money.
But remember, one alomo. 3 hours. Are you down?
Say it again. Are you
down?
One alomo. 3 hours.
Are you down? If you can meet up, no problem.
All right, we gotta move on.
Let's get into Rwanda. I am not down for anything.
In and out. You gonna set on fire.
Shit! She's gonna be on fire.
All right, let's move on, guys. What's going on?
Hey, wahala. So this one, there's no wahala. So there was an alleged post on Facebook. A lady posted on Facebook a beautiful picture of some nice houses in Rwanda, and she said the government is building free 2-bedroom apartments for the poorest citizens, not just anybody, the poorest citizens of Rwanda. Isn't that amazing? If it's true, if it's true, it's amazing.
I don't like the free part.
The thing is that it hasn't been passed. She just said they just need to sign it and start giving out the houses, but the government is actually doing it for the poorest citizens of Rwanda.
I like everything that Rwanda is doing.
Foreign countries do it. They give free houses to poor people. So it's a good thing. What do you think?
How is that working?
But the thing is, like, you know, sometimes in Africa, like, the poorest people are near the coast. They're in areas that always flood. They're always in danger. They're on the sides of mountains. So they're like, look, we don't want to keep on collecting your bodies. So calm down and live in these homes, and we're going to help you. And the thing about Rwanda is that, like, they've done so much. Their president, like, has done so much from the war to now. Like, they are the cleanest country in Africa. They're one of the easiest places to do business in Africa. Like, their political system, they have tried so much. And to see this is inspirational. I have nothing to say about this.
Right.
You know, thank you, Rwandan government.
And it actually looks like really nice and really pretty.
Yeah,
the only thing I would say is that if it's for the poorest people, they have to find a way to make them be able to maintain it.
Yes, that's
just
why
the maintenance on it. It's a great idea. It's a good thing. Just whether it's everyday trade or, like, you know, just cleaning and stuff. Because what it reminds me of, like, what in America, what we have as projects, what they give it for to poor people. Normally you'll go there, and because it's just a bunch of poor people, some of them are not as clean, and, you know, they're dangerous and stuff like that. So if you're gonna put a group of poor people in an area, I think that you just have to, like, educate them, train them. Like, American government does that now. Like, you can't just go and live in a project. You have to work you have to like, you have to do things for the community and stuff like that in order to get it.
And that's what I feel like sometimes when you don't really work hard for something that you have, you don't really value it. So that's why I said that. But this is great. Rwanda, if you want to do this for your people, awesome. I just hope that it comes with other stuff as well. Like, listen, get a job.
Not just a place to stay. Because there's something I also wanted to figure out. I wanted to point out about the human mind. We know we like mahala. That's what we call it in South Africa. We like free thing.
Oh, everybody likes
Osho free in Nigeria. The thing is, when stuff like this happen, how do they get to figure out the poor people? Because whenever something is happening for free, people always go there because it's for free, even people that are okay, and they take the spaces that belong to the poor people. Even in America here, there are some apartments that are for poor people. You see them driving Bugattis, expensive cars, because they have gone to declare that they are broke for the government to pay their rent for them, whereas they have money. You understand? There was a post on Instagram, a lady that called a fast food because they were giving free food and she was ordering what she wanted. And then the person on the phone was like, okay, so how old is the child you're talking about? She said, I'm the child. No, but you're old. She said, but I'm a child of God. Just because it's free.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yeah.
So the human mind is terrible. They need to figure out this thing.
But you see, I disagree with that because that's how like the Jewish people have been able to take over America. It's nothing wrong with getting help from the government if you're going to get the help and you're also going to do something with your life. You're going to do something with it. A lot of very, very rich people, their wives take help from the government. I'm talking about American status. I don't get your
point. Like, you disagree with what?
Because people do believe that even with food stamp, right? It's just for black people. No,
and it's
a lot of white people.
Yeah, it's all kinds of people. There's nothing. I mean, if you're gonna get the help and then you're just gonna sit on your butt and do nothing, okay, problem. Or if you're gonna get the help and like buy nice cars, but then not buy houses, not invest in businesses,
that's
problem.
What I'm saying.
But if you're gonna get the help,
they declare that they are not because they want something for free, and then those people who really need those places, those houses, don't get them. They're pushed out because of there's a number. They work with number. Maybe they say they need 1,000 people to put in these houses now. 500 might be poor. The other 500 won't be really poor. They're comfortable, but they will declare because they want a free house. You get my point?
Yeah, you have a point there, T-Money, but that's just life. Life is unfair, you know what I mean? Life is unfair. That's what they say, survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive.
So this
life that we in now, you have to use your brain, your head, and you got to do what you got to do to get ahead, you know? So
I wonder how the rich people feel about this because they are paying for these houses. The tax money is paying for these houses.
I bet you they feel great.
You think so?
They feel great.
Because we had an episode here when people didn't feel like they can pay for other people's health care. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. I don't want to go back, but they are paying for these houses, some way or the other with the tax money.
I agree with you, Charlie, when I say this is a great thing, but they shouldn't just give it to them like, oh, here, live here, because when you do that, they're just gonna ruin them.
Do you think it's a little too fancy for them? Maybe.
No.
Damn, Charlie.
What do you mean? Yo, Charlie.
You want them to get huts?
Yo.
Not
hot. If you are poor, no, hold on. If you poor, and then all of a sudden you're coming into this fancy 2-bedroom house,
then
the
living
room.
You to value yourself.
Are you sure they're really going to value it? I mean, we just have to wait and see.
You can't base that on.
Because this is the poorest citizen.
Yeah, but people respond to changes differently, so you can't base that on anything.
Well, I'm basing it on the people that don't respond to it.
And I'm also sure that they're not just going to just give it. I'm sure they're going to be rules. I'm sure they're going to give it to families. They're going to give it to people that are in school, people that are working. That's what you have to do.
That's why I say they have to check.
You should only help people that want to help themselves. Not just people that just want to sit on their butts and do nothing. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know what you mean.
But this is great, though. I don't think I've heard of an African country doing this. Just building
Rwanda is amazing.
South Africa, some of the ghetto areas, they give some people free houses.
They try to do it in Nigeria, but those houses have been built. Who knows who's living in them?
No, I think this is awesome, and kudos to Rwanda. This is a great thing. We're going to end here, though, but if you have any comments about all these stories, let us know in the comments. You're watching ABS. This is MinaTV. Bye!
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.